It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Monarchs and the Elks on Monday night.
With the Wasatch Mountains overlooking us, EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the capital city of Utah, Salt Lake City. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Salt Lake City ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they've had a long few days already as they were in London last week, back in the States, and on the road this week.
And they had some
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he'll be taken down after big yardage, but, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Patterson running between the tackles. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 129 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll leave them with a third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Patterson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On first down, going back to Patterson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there would be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. May now off the bootleg. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Cordero Patterson. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Monarchs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he's coming off of a truly remarkable rookie season where he quieted a lot of his doubters in the most emphatic fashion. Remember, going into the draft, many thought he was the number 2 quarterback coming out of college. He proved quickly he was a top quarterback going into the NFL. One of the best rookie seasons by a quarterback in recent memory. And what's scary about it, he's not even close to reaching his ceiling.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Stroud out of the gun here. It's caught here by Adams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. And Stroud now to throw. That's complete to White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Running out of the gun with White. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the numbers for White a week ago. 17 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Gay's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The do-it-all weapon, Cordero Patterson, coming back out. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's being a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
Forced out to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Salt Lake City with the football here to begin quarter 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Stroud.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
First down, here's White. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Stroud to throw it.
Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They will run with White out of the shotgun, and he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's a running back. Yeah, that's Rashad White, who's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
In motion, the tight end. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off play action. Here's Bennett.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Well, normally on a 3rd down play, I'm not a huge proponent of play action. But when you run it as effectively as we've seen them do in this game, yeah, it sets it up pretty well.
Yeah, particularly on this drive, they've been great running the ball. Good setup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
In motion right is Wilson.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The tight end in motion right.
Bennett working from the gun.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try.
From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the shotgun, May with it.
And his throw is incomplete.
Pat Fryermuth, the intended target.
And it'll bring up 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down is May.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tossing out right here to Patterson.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He's across midfield.
And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
London about set to take over on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. May.
Escaping the pressure right. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Here's May.
He finds his man, complete. It's Patterson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Following the fumble recovery, Bennett.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Caught by Wilson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
2nd down and 3. Bennett. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
If maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because you had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
From the gun on third down, Bennett.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Looking to throw here, Bennett.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Mecole Hardman.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Elks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So that drive spanned 5 plays.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in the Sooner State of Oklahoma, where you see the final score there. Kyron Williams, well over 100 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. Next, we head off to check out another game. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. Tony Pollard, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. For this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Bennett now to throw.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Bennett now.
Flushed out, and he's going to go down again.
Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Patterson.
Runs through the contact. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Here's Patterson again.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Cordero Patterson. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Monarchs are an extra point away from taking the lead. So that now 6 touchdowns for him on the ground here so far this year, Charles. And it's week 3. What kind of a season might he be embarking on?
Well, we both know it helps to have fresh legs early. And they're going to ride him a lot as this year goes on. But one other thing to keep in mind, as you keep having success, you actually have built up some momentum. Your body responds to that as well. So I see no reason for this to slow down anytime soon.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They go right back to White here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10.
Now a give up the middle. This is White.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now they'll look to throw with Bennett. Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's a running back. Yeah, that's Rashad White, who's shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Off the play fake, it's Bennett. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Bennett looking to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Akers is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, it's Bennett. Buying time to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. Gay's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw, it's May. And that will be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back to throw, Bennett. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Now 3rd down and 7. And Bennett will look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The do-it-all weapon, Cordero Patterson, coming back out.
He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Patterson.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Flush to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back live here now in Salt Lake City. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Prater's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Wilson's got it complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. Right back to Juszczyk again. Shelling through the defense. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
To throw is Bennett.
He's got Wilson, middle of the field. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Bennett here out of the shotgun.
Dancing to his left. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Another carry here for the fullback, Juszczyk. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And Gay knocks this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Monarchs offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Throwing here is May.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. To the air, May.
He finds his man, complete. That's Patrick. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
On play action, May.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And they go play action with May. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time.
And it's 3rd down.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Hassan Reddick, his 2nd sack of the night.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Prater's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Bennett now off play action.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there. 46 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bennett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On 2nd and 10, Bennett. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer, handing the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Elks have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
And Bennett will try to throw for this.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for two. And now the lead stays at 5. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Monarchs offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Gibson on the read option.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll throw with May. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. They're going to throw. May. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
right?
Get
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
3rd down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Bennett.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. So now Las Vegas down by 5, under 1:20 to go. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Salt Lake City, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for London, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.